Welcome to Southfield on the beautiful campus of Brigham Young University for tonight's matchup between the BYU Cougars and the Army Black Knights. My name's Mark Ormsby, and sitting alongside me, handsome as ever, is Justin Nadol. We're looking at a beautiful evening. Temperature is what? Right now about 53, 54 degrees apparently. Let me introduce the teams. First up, Army. In the front row, we've got Donnie Goff, Logan, Wheeland and Adam Schatz. And in the middle of the pack, in the locks is Sproul and Berry. And the back three is Bass Knight, Irwin and Lemon. And in the back line, we have Bannerall at scrum half. Fargo will be dictating the situation at the back at fly half. Hargis is outside him. Rebby, Smith, Hewen on the wings. And Lachina at 15. For the BYU Cougars, front row, we've got Mendenhall, Forster and Nye. In the midfield, or I should say the middle of the pack there, we've got Jensen and Lane. And at the back three, Pakula, Rickard, and Kaka. We have a couple of change-ups tonight. Justin will explain those later. In the back line, we've got Kingston Matu at fly half. And we have Joseph Nichols stepping in for Jared Whippy at the fly half position. So he will be the general out there conducting all the plays. Then we have Weber, Whiting, and then Anderson, Schofield at the wings. And then Tua, Laie at fullback.
Well, it's going to be an exciting matchup. Anytime BYU plays one of the service academies, it's a big game. They're always fit, always ready to go. So I won't expect anything less than a full 80 minutes out of both of these sides. A couple of the key players to watch for tonight. For BYU, we've got a new halfback pairing because of a couple of injuries and a chance to kind of build some depth. We have Kingston Matua at number 9 and Joseph Nickel at number 10. That'll be interesting to watch. I also am interested to see if Kevin Schofield can kind of keep his scoring up. He's averaged 3 tries a game in the last 3 games. It'll be fun to see if that happens. As far as Army goes, watch for number 1, Donnie Goff, who's a captain, front row player. He's also a second in command of a brigade, of the 3rd Brigade at the Army. And watch for the center, Cam Hargis, who is also, he's actually a sergeant major, so he's he's second in command of a brigade. They have exceptional leadership, they're exceptional rugby players, they're very good men, and this should be a really nice matchup.
So, don't go away. It's going to be an exciting game this evening. We'll be right back.
Presentation of the flag.
Forward. Present. Arms.
I tell you.
Forward. March. Left. 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 Right. Left. 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 Right.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Well, welcome back to the South Field for this evening's game between Army Black Knights and the Brigham Young Cougars. We said it, and it's happened. The temperature has dropped, what, 10 degrees at least?
Yeah, as soon as the sun goes down, it gets a little nippy. It'll be fun though.
So I'm glad I brought some sort of a sweater. Now the Army boys are looking in great shape, so we look forward to a good game tonight.
You know, I was talking to their coaches and their medic, they call him Doc, prior to the game. And this is a really impressive group of guys. When we have some spare time during the broadcast, we'll talk about some of their leadership attributes and what that means and their commitment level and, you know, some of how it functions at West Point. But I'm here to tell you that these guys are my heroes. And
Mine too, Justin.
yeah, we owe a lot to these guys.
Yep.
So it should be a great match and a lot of respect for them.
Hats off to our folk in the military.
Radio test, you guys still hear me all right?
Just to mention who's officiating tonight, we have in the centre there as the referee, Albert Phipps, and his two assistants on the sidelines are Aaron Ormsby and Cage Green. All three are members of the Utah Rugby Referee Society. BYU gets to kick, and they will be kicking to the west. And obviously the sun's in their face too, so I'm sure they'll be glad when that sun pops down, maybe in 10 minutes or so.
If anybody wants to comment during the
Yeah, I
broadcast, use the hashtag BYU Rugby. We'll be able to see that and maybe respond to some of your comments or questions and
ready?
try and be a little more interactive tonight.
Guys good?
Kicked off. Nickel puts it just outside the 22 metre of Army.
Hold there.
Bunnerall gets it. He
Roll on.
launches it high down the field. It's coming down just inside BYU's half. Pakula's got it. He puts a
No
stick on.
hands out.
Out she comes again. Oh, looks like there's a lost ball there.
Pass forward, guys.
Early phase of the game jitters. So it'll
We're
be a
gonna just
scrum down
move away from
to
that jump.
Army just inside BYU's half.
You know, last week the possession and the territory was heavily in BYU's favor, and you know, both coaches, Tarafiti and Smith, would love to see the same tonight.
Five. Sit.
Oh, and both packs are holding, even though BYU got a push on there. Okay, it goes out. Fargo gets it out. He's still got it. Out she goes. I think it's Smith. No, it's Raby. He's in there, sets it down. Comes back out again. Forward still got it.
Advantage white. Advantage white.
Turned over.
Oh, they've turned it over, all right.
Advantage is
Matu's
over.
kicked back, and Nichols launches it downfield. Picked up by Bakina,
On.
and he loses it. Still playable. It's come out. Let's see what the Cougars can do here. And certainly not the result they wanted. So we'll be having a scrum.
Well, it looks like Army may have been watching some of our previous film. They kept 3 back instead of 2, so we couldn't really find the corner. Plus, we were Joseph Nichols was kicking into the wind. So between those two things, they had a nice counterattack until we charged the ball down.
Five.
BYU had a good push on before. We'll see what Army does to counteract that this time.
Hold. Stay there.
Well, for the most part, they're doing okay, but no. BYU's Pakula. He wants to have a go. It's out. Okay, Weber out to Whiting. Whiting gets Laie in there. He goes to ground, sets it up for a sport pack.
Stay on.
Oh, a bit scrappy. Right. Now we got Forster. He wants to sort it out here. Make sure his guys gets back in position. Goes out to Jensen. Jensen puts his head on, but he's driven back. Matua gives it a good pass, and they're away here. Webber's away. Webber!
Wow.
Webber!
Oh, Weber.
Well done, Zach Webber.
Well, you know, the one thing you're going to find from Army and the other academies is hard tackling, really fit teams, really disciplined teams, really smart players. And what you'll get from BYU are some of those same attributes, plus maybe a little more flair sometimes. Some really good ball handling skills. I'll see the replay.
Okay, Webber gets it, sees the gap, puts the burners on and get one man to beat, and hands him off. Thank you, that goal line is mine.
Showed the ball right at the beginning to hold that defender on the outside and created his own gap.
He did indeed. Now, I think we know this guy. His name is Calvin Whiting.
Yeah, the last 2 games he's been right on target with his kicks. Hopefully he can keep it up tonight.
These aren't gimmies at this stage of the game, of course, but, well, he made it a gimme. So BYU goes to 7. Army 0.
Yeah, just 4 minutes in, and 7-0, so that's nice. Good start.
Yeah, there's some healthy-looking young men on this Army team as well, aren't there? It makes me proud that they're representing the United States. And here's the kick, just inside the 22. Schofield says, "Oh, I'll just have a go here."
You're outside now.
Now he sets it for his forwards. Out she goes. Matu is there. Feeds it out to
Hold
Nye.
that, guys.
Matu again. Jacobs sends it back inside. Oh, here we go. That was a bit loose. Now let's see what Army can do with this ball. Goes out to Raby. He chips it through, but no, I don't think this is an effective kick here because it's being returned. However, it's still within BYU's territory. Lakina, he has a go. He's taken the ground. Oh, let's guess this one. No, Army does pull it out. Bass Knight takes it through. Bannerol gets it out. BYU still holding strong here.
Stay out, White.
Bannerol's looking around, checking his options here. Gives it to Wayland.
Police. Out 7.
Bannerol decides to chip. It's in the sun. Whiting's done well under that. In fact, he scored a mark.
Called an Ormsby.
Is that what they call it? Right, here we go. Now, he's put this midway between BYU's 22 and 10 metre. So we're still within BYU territory here.
Well, BYU have been playing in their own half most of, well, we're only 7 minutes in, and I guess we've already scored 1, but it feels like we've been in our own half more than not. I think Coach Smith's going to want to put the ball down in the corner. Same game plan as last week.
Bannerol fires it out. Raby, what's he going to do with this? Yeah, they've taken him out. You can see what Raby was trying to do there. He was trying to keep possession, but he ran out of real estate, and BYU took him out. Now Bannerol's looking around. BYU Jensen takes it at the top, sends it out. Jacobs. He gives that to Pickard. And they've turned it here. Connections are not quite there yet.
Well, Logan Nye got a little impatient in that tackle. He was being taken down to the ground, and instead of just rolling over and presenting the ball and a nice ruck, he tried to offload it, and it was a little haphazard. Not I mean, it's a good try, right? You got to go for it.
Yeah.
But I think they'd rather see continuity. They'd rather see that thing placed and rucked over properly.
Army scrum. It's gone down. Referee doesn't like that, so we'll bring it back up.
BYU have had the advantage in these scrums so far. We'll see if I'm not sure if it's a weight advantage decidedly to BYU, or if we've got a technique advantage.
And this one looks good, and BYU gives a shove. May not have been hooked here. Okay, so the ball wasn't hooked, meaning it wasn't played past the front row players. Of course, it's got to be played by a front row player with their feet, of course. So the referee is saying, let's have another one. Oh, good ball this time by Army. Bannerall. He hits. Raby up the middle. Wants to set a split. Goes out to Lakina. Lakina goes to the ground.
That's good. Stay down.
In fact, that's not Lakina. It's another back. Out to Hewen. Hewen sidesteps, goes, or makes another 5 yards. Army's still moving. And Bannerall.
Oh.
Bannerall has passed a loose one here.
Mendenhall.
Mendenhall. That's a prop, folks. That's
Josh
not a winger.
Anderson.
Oh! And that's a winger. No. Yes.
I'll tell you, Josh's problem right there, he's so fast, his feet passed his body and his hands and his eyeballs, and he couldn't slow his feet up enough to catch the ball. But great play by Mendenhall to pick that thing off and set up Josh.
Goodness. So we had a, here we go. We'll look at the replay here. Bannerall looks out there, but passes a loose one.
He saw it the whole way. Oh.
And
that was a great pass. Josh Anderson, catch that thing, brother.
Yeah, we had a forward running well like a back, and we had a back running not so well.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe the sun was in his eyes.
So we'll give it that.
Okay.
Still some heat, but Army gets it out. Bannerall passes it out, and the kick is downfield. Let's see how this turns out. That is at the 5 metre line.
Stay down.
Yeah, good fake. Does he have support? Yes, it's Schofield. Oh, don't give this guy some room. Army will do good to get him out.
Well, you know, that's a good effort under pressure. They were way down in the corner, a lot of trouble, and it was kind of risky.
How many?
High risk, high reward. Got out of trouble.
Yeah, they've moved this down to within 5 metres of the BYU 10 metre line. There she goes. I'm not sure who picked that, but it was a fairly good take. Oh, and that's a knock on. Joe Pakula getting hungry. Not quite there. So we'll come back for the scrum. Yeah, Joe, he's a big guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, and he's worked on his fitness a lot.
Yeah.
So now he's got the power, and he can play a full 80 minutes. It's nice to watch.
Yeah, he's quite the athlete for the size of the man he is. He gets around. Now, Johnny Lane's. Johnny
Jackson
Lane.
Kaka has got a little blood.
Oh, it's Jackson 5.
Yeah. So if they put a sub on, it looks like, it's his ear.
Yeah, got a bit of claret there. For those of you that aren't versed with names of certain drinks, claret is a wine in France. Not that I indulge in that sort of thing, thank goodness. Yes, he's got a severe cut here on his ear. Doesn't look too good, does it?
So I can't tell if they've put on a blood sub to continue playing or if they're just trying to get him fixed up real fast. Can you tell?
I'm looking out there, and it doesn't seem like they have, because the medics are rushing, fixing him up on the side here. They may have contained this.
He's going back on.
Yeah. So Jackson Kucker getting a bit of repair work. Scrum. Army. Get it to the number 8. Vash Knight. He drives up. Sets it for his forwards. Comes out to the back line. Fargo gets it. Oh, it's inside pass. Lakina. He wants to have a go. Bannerall hits his number 8. Bannerall again. Oh, now let's have a go. What Fargo's going to do with this?
Numbers.
Wow, let's see. Hargis. Is it still Hargis?
No, Hargis gave it up.
Oh, he's passed it out.
That's the left wing.
He's hit Smith. Still rumbling here. Now we're just outside the 5 metre of BYU, so caution, caution.
Looks
but
like
Army's driving well.
we didn't have a player to roll away earlier, so he got the advantage up.
Bannerall's making the best of the situation here. And that's a try.
Good try, Army.
Does it look like a try? Referee hasn't called. Yes. That is a great try.
Can you tell who that was?
I think that was the halfback.
Since,
I'm not sure. We better go to the recall here.
Since Kim
Replay.
O'Hare won't come and do our statistics, I've got to keep my own.
Yeah.
Double duty.
Third eye. Yeah, we've got to go for that, all right. Have it off to the side. Now, let's see here. Bannerall, he gets it. I think it is. I think it's the halfback. And he takes it over.
Good for him.
Well done, Jake Bannerall. Good try. Now number 10, Andrew Fargo, is going to kick this. Doesn't hang about. And that's just in front.
Pushed a little wide.
So, score remains 7. Well, it doesn't remain, but BYU 7, Army 5.
Well, so on that last possession by Army, they knew exactly what they wanted to do. Their players were in place. They punched it up a couple times to the forwards. They created a big overlap, and then they got it out, just like they planned it.
You're right, Justin. That's how they did it, eh? Now, this is taken down by Hewen. Oh, no, Smith. Lakina passes back in. But the receiver's gone out. Have a bit of French blood, these Army boys, because they want to run it from all over the field. I say that because the French national team, that's what they'll do. They'll run it from the goal line, inside their goal line. Taken. Army. Oh, consolidated ball here. This looks very effective. Still moving. They've gained at least 10 metres here. Okay, Bannerall launches it. And this one's going to hop, skip, and down into the 22 metre. Schofield says, okay, I'll clean this. Safety here. Brings that out to just outside the BYU 10 metre. Whalen launches it in the middle. Bannerall gets it out. Hargis wants to set midfield. Fargo, what's he going to do with this? Not quite there, so we'll reset. Bannerall, he sets it into his forwards. Oh, and they have turned it. BYU's got the sniff of the ball here. Let's see what they do with it. Oh, Jensen takes a heavy hit. Actually, that's not. That's Lane.
Oh, no, it's Johnny, yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Lane. And Whiting.
Oh.
He's getting wrestled to the ground, but still has possession. Matua.
Notice how quickly Army realigns on defense.
Very good.
They're right there, lined up, ready to come.
Very good.
Miskicked.
Nichols has set it straight up. However, Now, man in front apparently. Nichols launched it, didn't go downfield too much, and that's probably what's caused the offside situation here.
So as he gets ready to kick for touch here for clearance, the last time Army had the ball, they took it off of that line out, and they moved it all the way to the sideline, and you notice they weren't able to make really any territory. It's because on set piece like that, when BYU set up in defense, they're really hard to beat. And if you and BYU wants to string you to the sideline, they want those guys to get all the way to the edge, and then they just corral them.
Yeah, that's an effective tactic for sure.
Yeah, so offset piece, they're not going to be able to get around BYU on the outside. They're going to have to create a gap and go through, and you know, their best way to attack BYU is going to be to, in phase play, to just smash it up with the forwards until there's an overlap and then go wide. But offset piece, I don't think they'll be able to get around them.
Well, that line out wasn't straight, so the referee adjudicated a incorrect throw. Therefore, it's going to be BYU to put in at the scrum. Kingston Matua waits for the referee's call, puts it in there. Kula sets it out. Jacobs. Ooh. Tuolaiye got the pass behind him. Couldn't control it. Let's see what the BYU boys do here close to the line. Referee's got his arm out. Oh, and Foster lets it go. Well, I don't know if he saw that, did he? No. So the referee's got his arm out.
Let's go, BYU!
And
Well, I almost got ready to say that we haven't talked about Kingston Matua at 9 and Joseph Nichols much at 10, which is a good thing because they haven't really made any mistakes. And then right before I was ready to say that, Joseph passed the ball behind the fullback and caused a little bit of ruckus there. So
yeah, Laie couldn't grab that when it's behind him. I could see him chomping at the bit, wanting to come through there, but the pass was behind him. Okay, line out at the 10 metre. Foster looks deep. And goes middle. Nichols. Kula. He's taken down.
Army knows when they see Joe in the line just to
Clean
double
ball.
up on him.
Forster. Matua. Oh, here we go. He's regained it. BYU's lucky to have possession here. Nichols getting up. BYU forwards taking it up the middle. No, now it comes out. See a running room out here. Well, we're in the tram lines, so real estate's pretty
Oh, nice rock.
pretty thin here. Right, Matua gets it out.
Watch Army. Watch how they come up together and they come up quickly.
Johnny Lane takes it through. It's stolen. Lemon takes it into the middle. Oh. Yeah, referee didn't see this, but Army's got it and chipped it into the BYU 22. Now, Schofield eyeing up his options. He's saying, I'll take this route. Nichols chips it through. This is a horse
staying in.
race. This is a
Staying
horse
in.
race. Is this going to be there? And that is a try.
You gave it to him?
Is he going to give it to him? Yep, that's a try.
Oh, that was Calvin Whiting that chased that ball down.
Kelvin chased through on that one.
We'll see a replay in a second. That was a nice grubber.
Mm.
That's what the famous Dean Ormsby used to teach us to do back in the the grubber.
Yeah, so Kelvin Whiting scores that one. So there we go. Joseph Nichols does a nice chip
Beautiful.
through.
No
Saw
one
that there was
behind.
nobody back there. And Kelvin Whiting says, I'll take this. Thank you. So I can score points behind the goal line too, as well as kicking them through the posts.
They couldn't have drawn that up and executed that any more perfectly. And it just perfect ball placement on the kick, perfect chase.
Yeah, I was quite surprised that there was nobody back there.
Well, after that many phases, when BYU just attacks and attacks and attacks, and, they break the gain line
that's
enough
what's
times,
caused it.
yep, they have to come up and cover.
Yeah, that's what's caused that.
And once you've drawn them up, and you know, a seasoned player like Joseph Nichols, he can see that they've come up, and then just puts it behind him.
Yeah, well done, Joseph Nichols. Heads up play.
So, you know, the interesting thing for me in rugby is that kind of thing isn't being called from the sideline. If you're playing American football and basketball, a lot of these plays are being called by the coaches and, you know, whatever. In rugby, it's what you see and what you've been trained to do, and you call your own stuff and you tell each other what's going on out there.
Oh, it's a great ad-lib game, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. Pretty acute angle. Well, he drew it back far enough. He's 35 something meters back, 30
Maybe
meters
about
back.
35, yeah. Here we go. Now he's hit that one well.
Nice form.
Straight and true.
Calvin.
I saw Kelvin Whiting kicking here before the game. He was kicking most of them straight and true as well. Missed a couple, but he hit that one well. So BYU 14, Army 5. And we're 23 minutes into the first half. Now Bannerall, the halfback, he does the kickoff. BYU gets it.
That's going to stay in. Yep.
Stays in, all right. Now Bass Knight sets a beautiful ball for his backline. In fact, the forwards are going to take it again. Boy, they've got some nice sets on these rucks. And ooh, this could be trouble. Oh,
that's well done. Oh, don't get. Ooh.
It's still playable. Webber's kept it in. He's done a good job at that. Matua gets it out.
They'll consolidate a little bit a couple of times with the forwards. Oh.
Is that Jensen?
Yeah.
Jensen's going to have a go here. Oh, he couldn't believe it. Right.
Perfect ball placement.
Oh, Matua has a go too. Knocking on Army's door here. 5-meter line.
Patience.
Jensen plays halfback. Nichols feeds it back in. And Pakula.
Army's coach is yelling beach, which means hit the
This
beach.
could be. That's a Forster try. Yeah, hooker. I should say BYU's hooker, because I'm neutral. BYU's hooker takes it in.
Try to be neutral, Mark.
Absolutely. Alex Forster takes it in for BYU for a good try for a hooker.
Coach Smith mentioned that he wouldn't hate it if I said that Alex Forster is a 20-year-old sophomore from South Africa. He only looks 30 because of his receding hair.
He's 20.
Just a young fella, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Great player. A lot of experience, a lot of instinct. Let's see the replay on this.
Now there's Forster.
That's all Forster. He just picked it and went.
And he drives. He gets it in.
Hey, so one of the things we talked about at the beginning of the game was watching the new halfback pairing of Kingston Matua and Joseph Nichols. What would you say so far? I'd give them a pretty high grade. I mean, they're probably B+ right now.
Do they play much at practice together? They do, eh?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah,
I would say so.
Their connections are good right now.
I'm really impressed with Kingston's pass off the back of rucks.
He's got a nice pass. He reminds me of Dave Loveridge. He was an All Black back in the late 70s. He had a pass like that.
He's not a big guy, but he's got a little mustard on that
Smaller
pass.
guy, but boy, he could put some heat on the ball when he gets it out.
Yeah.
Whiting.
Oh, he pulled it hard.
Well, I saw him kick right there before the game started, and the breeze pushed it across, so that's why he chipped it that side of the posts, but it didn't work out for him.
Well, and the only way typically he misses is to the left. He'll push it left, and if he feels a little breeze going that way, my guess is he'll overcompensate a little bit, and then you tug it.
Gotcha. Bannerall sends this one back into the 22-meter of BYU. Schofield takes it.
Oh.
Now this is coming in the middle of the field. Whiting's got it. Sets a split. Jacobs. And that is...
Look at Mendenhall.
Is it Mr. Mendenhall?
Look at Mendenhall.
Joshua
We're taking Mendenhall off the front row and putting them in the centers.
So Anderson sets it up for his forwards to clean up. And
Forward pass. Huh.
so he'll come back for a scrum.
I think he got some help from the touch judge. On this sideline is Gage Marlin's son.
Oh, the touch judge, the assistant referee here, yeah.
Yeah.
Gage Green.
Gage Green. Marlon Green's son.
Yeah. So Marlon, if you're watching, there's a put in there for you. Okay, BYU's pushing, but Army's managed to keep this in. We'll get it out.
Good tackle.
Lakina comes into the back line. Couldn't penetrate through, but kept position. Bennerall gives it to Bass Knight.
Watch BYU's defense now.
And Lemon, he feeds it out.
They'll realign.
Couple more yards. Bennerall skips a man. Hits Lakina. Lemon. Yeah. They're not moving upfield too far. Oh, oh. Referee saw that early. It's a good call. Referee saw that. Saw that early too. So. And Kingston Matu kicks this one. Just outside Army's 10-metre line. Now, I don't know about last Saturday compared to today, but I think there's a fairly even split in territory and possession.
Yeah, a lot different feel in that regard.
Okay, Johnny Lane sends it out. Here we go. Pakula. Boy, he can put the speed
Looking for
on
support.
there. Anybody with him?
That was patient. He didn't throw it away. He just set it nicely.
Matua. Oh, we got all the boys in the back line now. We got Nye out there.
Oh, look at Mendenhall.
Oh, Mendenhall.
He's got the step.
Was that a goose step?
Yeah.
Was that a goose step by Logan Mendenhall?
Zane.
I should say Zane. Goodness gracious.
Oh, Mendenhall.
Mendenhall, eh?
Now we'll get a grin out of him. Let's see. Yeah, there we go.
There was an advantage there.
Oh, he jinked and he went in. Takes his strap off and breathes. He gives us a smile too.
He used the hands. He used the feet. He showed the ball with a little dummy. Here, let's see the replay. They get the offload.
There's
Whoop.
Nye.
There you
Oh,
go.
look at that.
Yep.
Look, prop to prop.
And dive in. No, don't just dot it down. I mean, take the dive.
Now, I wonder if
There
there
you
was
go.
any chatter before the game between those two. Well, that's a good try, Zane Mendenhall.
Is he wearing red?
Whiting sends us through.
Looks like he missed it. Looks like he pulled that one left as well.
Did he miss that? Well, we're going to double our score, check our scores here. Scoreboard says 24-5 with 30 minutes into the half, and now it's gone to 26. So BYU 26, Army 5.
How's Mendenhall wearing those pink cleats? Or are they red?
Bennerall sends it down
Terrible.
to 22, not high. So Pakula has some time to do something here. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with Army's defensive line here. They're on that line. Good pattern there. Who's that, mate? That's
Jackson.
Jackson. Foster. Ooh, did you see a hooker fake? Did you see that hooker fake pass?
They've all got ball skills.
Oh, Mendenhall's back out there again. You know what? He wants to hit the highlight reel, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Here we go.
He wants us to talk about him, and I will.
Matua gives it back in.
Tackle now.
Pickard was in there, forcing the action. There we got Nye,
Clear.
Oh,
and it's open. Oh, this is smart. Jensen saw it and chipped it out.
that's from the 4th grade soccer.
Marco Picardi goes up, sets his ball. That was Jackson. Kucker. Mendenhall.
Tackle,
Still
mate.
moving forward, BYU. Cooler.
Oh, he sees the same thing.
Nichols sees an opening here. Let's see the timing. Oh, look. Lakina, he was right there for it. And it's cleaned up by Alex Smith.
They should be happy with that. They grubbed it down to the corner, put them under pressure. They had to kick out. Now it's BYU's line out about 15 meters from the goal line. That'd be nice.
See Bass not there waiting in the line.
And they've got Joe out in the back line. Looks like a first receiver. It should be a crash ball to Pakula off of this short line out.
Goes
Here
to
comes,
number 4, Jensen. But not straight. I know coaches, they cringe when they see these not throw calls, not throws, not straight throws in the line out. You know, you give them a bit of leeway on a windy day, not when there's not an ounce of breeze here at all.
So Mendenhall looks like he's been running so fast, the wind has knocked the contact out of his eye. Yeah, he needs to slow down.
Well,
He's a cowboy, true cowboy.
he's probably going to have to buy his front row a burger later.
He's cowboy boots, he's cowboy hats, he's got the horses.
Oh, he is, eh?
Oh, absolutely.
Right, Army. You got it at the back. Bass Knight. He's a driver, this guy. Yes. Maintains possession. Bannerol. He gets it out. And that's a heavy whistle. Heavy whistle here. So what's the referee called here? He's giving the penalty to
No arms in the tackle.
Army
shoulder
Black
only.
Knights.
Little shoulder barge, a little not
Okay,
wrapping in the tackle.
So he's pinged a BYU player
Yeah.
for not using his arms in the tackle. And of course, a tackle requires you use your arms and not just your shoulder to barge or your head.
Tell that to the football boys. They like to use the shoulder and the head sometimes.
Oh, don't they? And Army puts it down onto BYU's 10-meter line.
Well, really, for as many times as Army has been down in BYU's side, BYU's really played pretty good defense. The Army scored the one try, but other than that, they've been pretty stiff on defense.
Up the front,
Stole it.
Jensen. Out to Nichols. Launches this one. That's a good
Yeah,
kick.
got it behind him. That's what you want.
Look where this is going. Oh,
Stop.
It's a big
Stop.
reach. Oh, and of course, Lakina is a heads-up fullback. He knows that if that keeps rolling, it's going to go back to where the kicker launched it.
He had that thing judged perfectly, and right as he kicked it, the wind slowed up a little bit, and that was the problem.
Heads-up play. Army fullback, Lakina.
Scrum.
So we'll have to restart this.
Oh, boy. There went our papers.
Yeah. So we're just outside BYU's 22. So that was quite an expensive kick. Good looking scrum here, but a bit messy on the hook. It's a shame when you see a good scrum, but the hook doesn't come off too well. Yeah, it's a collapsed scrum, so we'll reset.
Over here.
Now, Army is in they're in the middle of the field and they're loading their left side. So we've got 4 players to the left with the fullback coming up into the slot position behind the scrum.
And this wing is actually on.
And they're
the
going to go
sideline.
the other way. And that's what I was looking for. So, Lakina, what's he up to?
Oh, nice
Look at
pass.
this. Number 7, Irwin,
Stay on. Out now.
still going. Lemon takes it. Look at this. It's getting close. Even the wing is in there. Hewen's in there. Patience. Army is showing patience here. They are showing some good patience here. They're not going any further, but they're maintaining possession. Now it comes out wide. Fargo steps inside. Ball's there. If they could get it out. Oh, Bannerol saw the line again.
Lost now, lost.
And it's a bit scrappy. Referee arm out.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, holding on, holding on.
Army's there and knocking on the door, and
Gotta
that's a try. That's a try to number 3, Sots. Well done. That was a well-worked try there, Justin. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Patience, patience. Come away with the goods.
Yeah, they didn't get overexcited when they saw the goal line. They were tackled. They turned and presented the ball, and their forward pack was on the scene every time there was a tackle. And they just a couple of times they recycled it really quickly. Let's see if we can see on the replay.
Yeah, the thing that impressed me here, Justin, was their patience.
Yeah.
They weren't panicking. They don't get that line-itis. And there's the try.
Oh, it wasn't number 3. It was number 7.
Who was it, number 7?
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that back. Sorry, Sots. We'll have to give it to Andrew Irwin. Andrew, apologise for that.
Missed the kick.
And this is off to the right. So, BYU 26, Army 10. We've only got a minute to go here to the half.
We have 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Well, BYU's got their hands full tonight. And Nichols sends it up. Oh, hard luck. Looks like he's lost that on the takedown.
Knock on, guys.
Well, there's a good chance to try and get one more try or at least maybe a penalty right before halftime. They've got less than a minute, 25 meters out. They're getting themselves organized. You can see them talking to each other, trying to decide what they're going to do. The backs have got to move on. Bringing Schofield in from the weak wing, tucking him between the fly half and the inside center. We'll see what happens there.
Well, Coach Smith, they've done a good job this week with the amount of injuries, eh?
Yeah.
I'm impressed with what Coach Smith and Coach Tavita have done. Here we go. They moved it, but looks
held on.
like.
Kevin.
Yep. Schofield saw that he was going to lose the ball and attempted to keep it. You can't do that. So Army penalty. See Jackson Cooker thinking about what happened just then.
We've hit 40 minutes. I wonder if he's got a little. Yeah, he's going to let him play one more line out and see what happens. Not straight.
Whelan launches that in, and it's taken away by BYU.
Oh, nice step. Weber.
Weber.
With the offload to kill.
Whiting. Joseph Nichols has a go. BYU still maintaining position here.
Oh.
Oh, look out. That could be trouble. The referee's seen that.
That's a pulling guard. That's a lead block.
Yeah,
I like the way
that's a
that
lead
looked,
block.
but wrong game.
As soon as that happened, I saw the referee, Albert Phipps, ooh, can't do that, my friend.
They'll kick it out, and that'll end the half, I believe.
And you know that happens once in a while, eh? Because it's just the speed of play will catch you off guard like that.
Oh, it stayed in.
Army
BYU
has
is going to
kept
have
this
another
in
chance.
here. So they've given BYU some breathing room and an opportunity. Now Whiting's chipped this down. It's interesting. All right, well that comes to the 40-minute mark, half time. And just to round out this first half, we'll see some highlights here. But my hat's off to both Coach Smith for how he's brought his team together with all the injuries that he's got. And I am very impressed with Coach Matt Sherman and his coaching staff for what I've seen with the Army team for that first half, Justin.
Yeah, they really did play well, and I think the second half is going to be a big test for BYU. I believe the Army guys are more fit than the BYU guys, and we'll find out if that'll have any bearing on the scoreline in the second half.
So for the U.S. military, U.S. Army Black Knights, they're at 10, and BYU's 26.
So for tonight's halftime, we have a player bio on Jared Whippy out of Fiji. Hope you enjoy that, and we'll catch up with you for the second half.
Playing rugby here at BYU has given me the opportunity to get an education, to get ahead in life. It's rare for a Fijian, especially someone from the islands, come to schooling overseas, especially in the States. Yeah, I have a twin brother, Josh Whoopi. It's awesome playing with him. We grew up together all our lives, so we know each other's, I know how each other's styles of playing, I could say. And so I feed off him a lot, and he feeds off of me. And sometimes even like on the field, you can see like we fight, but we don't talk in English when we fight. We yell in Fijian to each other, so they just hear the yelling, but they don't know what we're saying. So it's you have your ups and downs, but then out there we just get over it and we just play. I guess we keep pushing each other. As a captain, you always want to lead by example, yeah, especially off the field, I feel. And another thing I feel is one of the big responsibilities is just being a team player, being there for the boys, not on rugby but outside of practice as well. And if the boys suffer, you suffer.
Kicked off by Army down to BYU's 22. Cooler sets it. Matua sends it out to his midfield. You got a beautiful pass, Matua, that's for sure. Yep. And there it goes. Here we go. Now it's going out in some space. Oh, that was well done. Basketball pass over the head. Lae was involved in that one, coming up from the fullback position.
Look at him go.
And is that Jensen?
Yeah.
Matthew Jensen's taken inside Army's 22. And Pakula's up here. Oh, tricky pass out the back.
That's around the
Fortunate to
neck.
keep possession there. And referees saw a knock on.
Well, it looked obvious that BYU had a game plan to come out and break the gain line multiple times after, getting Army on their heels. They were going to go wide. They did to perfection. And then just went away a little bit from that pattern.
First scrum of the second half. Actually, it's going to be a tight one here. Inside Army's 22 metre. Okay, let's come out. Okay, let's see what Bass Knight's going to do with this. Bannerall sends it out. Fargo sends it down. Not quite what he wanted, I don't think. To it. Yeah, he's giving it a go. Look out, look out. Not held. Oh, there's a beautiful set there. Purcell, first replacement's come in for BYU, drives it up the middle. Johnny Lang, Jenks sends it into Forster. Matthews gets it. It's forward play here. Now, let's see what Matu is going to do with this. He gives it to Kaka.
Forster on the spot.
And Forster's, did he, what happened?
Looks like he knocked on in goal there.
Oh, is that a try? Referee's called it a try.
Oh.
Well, we'll have to see the replay on this one. I want to know how he placed that. Yep, Forster's in for his second. Kaka. Forster.
Whoa, I don't know.
Oh, you got it down, all right?
Did he?
Yep, you got it down.
Good effort.
Yeah, good call, ref. There it is, right there. So our hooker, BYU's hooker, is hungry tonight. That's his second. Some hookers never see tries in their lifetime.
Well, he's so mobile and he knows the game so well, and his work rate is through the roof. So he's gonna 2 tonight, right? Yeah, he's gonna get a few every game.
Bannerall puts it shallow. Schofield gets it.
Let's see if they use the same tactics and just kind of crash it up and break the gain line to soften them up.
Cooler takes on Smith. And Army has won that battle because the line out is now inside BYU's 10 metre. So a hurry up line out here. Whalen looking. And he launches us out the back. Now it's gone too high and too far. And Pakula takes this opportunity. Oh, and he's turned it.
Does it ever look like Joe likes the contact? I mean, he goes right.
Hargis gets it back to Fargo, and he passes it off to Raby. Bannerall gives it to Wayland. BYU's defensive line is right there. Pick and go here by Army. They've reached the halfway line. Irwin drives it. Bannerall's wanting it. And it's a quick tap. Okay, Army's secured this. What's Hargis going to do with it? Well, he's a strong-looking man there, and he's kept it here.
Same thing.
Referee
Holding on.
calls holding on there too. So that'll happen if you go to ground early and you don't have the support with you. So for those young fellas out there that want to play high-level rugby, stay on your feet until you get support with you. Then place it, because you know you've got them there to support you and drive over past you. Line out BYU 10. BYU gets it. And it's gone out. And Whiting wants to give it a rip. Oh, little jink.
Oh.
And Kelvin Whiting. He's going in for the try. Well, he's got a bit of speed. He's got a bit of a boot. And he's got a bit of a jink with his arsenal. So Kelvin Whiting.
That makes it 38-10. They're starting to pull away. Yeah, I think that's number 19, Sam Merrill, that's coming on for Joe Pakula. We'll get the official word. Let's watch the replay on the try.
Okay, there's Whiting. He's at the halfway.
Wow,
Yeah, he stood up.
He's just
stood
faster
up,
than the rest of them.
Looking at the fullback position.
Just went around him and went through them, and
Oh, boy.
now we'll see if he can convert his own try. He's right in front of the sticks. He ought to just pop this thing through.
No breeze to speak of at this point. So Whiting converts.
So we have two subs on, right? Nick Purcell, big 6'7", 295-pound kid from New Zealand, and Sam Merrill. Looks like they put him on for Joe Pakula.
Kick goes. The 22. Forster takes a good hit by two players.
Back to the forwards again. Here they are with their pod.
Mendenhall sells a great fake. Oh my goodness.
Zane. Oh!
Oh my goodness. Is this going to happen to...
Johnny Lane.
Waiting for the referee to give the call. Johnny Lane.
Did he wound? Oh, look, his finger looks like it's facing the wrong direction. That happens sometimes.
Well, let's dissect this try because...
At least he scored. You don't want to jack your finger up when you don't score.
This was pure... Oh, look at that. I don't even want to look at that.
Oh, just give it a tug.
Johnny
It'll be okay.
Lane, that's your badge of honour there, mate. Just say that's a badge of honour for that try. Well, let's dissect this one, Justin. I saw Mendenhall
Oh, it's back in. Look, he's
just
fine.
do a fake, and then from there on up to the goal line, it was all forward play.
I can't believe how many breaks Mendenhall has made. I mean, he's breaking this. Let's see the replay.
Yeah,
Watch how he does it.
Whoop, yep, beautiful pass. And Jensen to Lane, and Lane gives another 30 yards of effort.
Well, they didn't show at the beginning of that replay was
It's rewarded.
Mendenhall breaking the gain line with a little dummy pass.
Mm.
Holds the defense on the inside, and then he scoots through and makes the offload. I'll tell you what, I can't remember one of these BYU guys taking off on a break tonight without some support on the outside or inside, right? Very rarely do they go alone.
I was just about to say that. The support play by BYU in the open field like that, that's impressive.
30 yards out from the sideline. Let's see if old Calvin can slide this one in. Oh.
And
No, he's pulled it again. He's
Pulled it
missed
to
a
the
few
right.
to the right.
And once again, it was all forward play. Do you think these guys know that there's a difference between forwards and backs now? There isn't.
It's
Not
changed
in the
so
modern
much
game.
since you and I played,
Oh, yeah.
right? When we played, hey, keep the forwards over there where you
Yeah.
belong.
You stay in your sandpit,
Yeah.
I'll stay in mine. Well, that's
Keep
not,
the backs out here in space, and now they all play. They can all pass. They can all run.
that's not the modern game of rugby.
And the backs can all ruck
Purcell.
now.
Couldn't quite control that, but it didn't go forward.
That's Kevin Schofield.
Schofield's got some heat going here, and
Oh,
he stays on his
he
feet.
won't be denied.
Oh, he's got one more Army player. It's the blindside winger coming across in support. That was Hewen coming all the way across from his right side. So Hewen's done a good job there for Army.
Good coverage.
He's prevented a sure try there. So well done, Luke Hewen. Coaches will always want to look at coaches will always want to watch a winger come across and cover like that.
That was just straight off the kickoff, right? I mean, he caught that thing and just went right through all of them. I mean, all of them.
Yeah, right from the kickoff.
Fullback cover. Actually, the
blindside
opposite side wing.
Yeah, right side wing. And he's done his job.
Oh, he's given a short arm to Army. I didn't see what happened. We were watching the replay.
So free kick. So it won't be Army's throw-in. It'll be BYU's throw-in. But he's opened up some space for his Army team. Purcell at the front, or actually at the front of the back group. And Purcell goes up to get it, but it's stolen. See what Bannerall does with this. Nobody at the halfback position, so he takes it. Referee doesn't like what he saw there.
At some point, we've got to get a little break in the play so I can tell you all about how impressive these Army cadets are with their leadership skills. I was talking to them prior to the game. Maybe I'll go into it right now. Even if
Justin.
it runs into play.
Go for it,
I'll go
Mark.
quickly. So there are 4,600 cadets at Army, and they're broken into 4 brigades.
I just have to say something. Listen to this, folks, because what Justin's about to say is impressive.
4,600 cadets broken into 4 brigades, so a little more than 1,000 cadets in each brigade. Each brigade are led by 3 or 4 men. These leadership positions in the brigades are contested for. They take tests. It's based on grades, tests, physical, mental, all of it. And they're trying to become the sergeant major, which is second in command, or the commander. So on the field right now, Donnie Goff is a starting prop, number 1. He's second in command of the 3rd Brigade. So he's a sergeant major in the 3rd Brigade.
Wow.
And number 12, Cam Hargis, the starting inside center, is also a sergeant major. So he's second in command of the 1st Brigade.
Wow.
At West Point. One of their reserves, named Andrew Bohr, is the commander. So he's first in command. He's the commander of the 4th Brigade. So of the 4 brigades at West Point, 3 of the leaders of those 4 brigades are on the West Point rugby team.
They're on the Army Black Knights rugby team here in Provo.
You won't find a finer group of leaders and trained officers together in one place.
Like this.
And I'm in awe that these guys are that disciplined and that accomplished.
Well, folks, we had to get that in because Justin and I spoke about this team tonight, and we weren't going to let this game go by without mentioning that. So we're back in the game. BYU has grabbed this one. Lane passes. Whiting.
Use it!
Now, see that Army player? He is the gentleman, Mr. Goff, that we were just talking about. He is one leader. Right. What's Tua doing here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The fend was a little aggressive. He got it up, maybe above the shoulders, and, maybe extended the arm, huh? Is that the call?
Yeah, there was 2 parts to what I just saw there. The use of the hand to the face, basically, is...
Yeah.
You can do it one way, but then you can do it another way that's not legal. And the other thing that I saw there was that he used his shoulder to brush off a defender, and that was very noticeable. So I'm not too sure what the referee saw there, but he called it right though.
Blood.
Yeah, he might have tagged Ben Lemon there.
So you see rugby players all the time put their free arm out to fend off the defender, but you know, if you bring it from your body toward the defender, especially in the face.
Yeah, we want a difference between MMA and rugby. So
yeah. And you know, the thing about Tua, he runs really aggressively. You know, he's aggressive in defense, and when he runs the ball, he is trying to punish people.
well, he's got a low center of gravity. That young man. He'd be a tough character to tackle. So we've got a timeout on the field. Ben Lemon, he's got a blood nose here. So whether he stays on or not remains to be seen.
You want a little more about West Point? The freshmen are called plebes. We've heard that.
Plebes?
Plebes. The sophomores are yucks. Yuck. The juniors are cows. That's your cow year. And the seniors are firsties.
Firsties?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna ask where some of those names came from.
So it's all about training leaders at West Point. The freshmen, the plebes, they don't have any leadership. They're not over anybody. Okay? The second year guys, the sophomores are the yucks. They have one cadet underneath them. They get one plebe under them. So they're the beginning of their leadership training.
Go on.
The juniors are cows. They can be squad leaders. There are about 40 cadets in a squad. And then, of course, when you're a senior, when you're a firstie, you can be company commanders and the rest of it.
Good one. Okay. Joshua Anderson comes in from the blind side. And couldn't quite get off the pass he wanted to get off. Weber was there, but couldn't quite get that. So it looks like Ben Lemon for Army is off for a while here.
Josh makes a really great break. And, you know, just trying to make the offload, that's okay. You got to try that.
Yeah, so he tried to get it off to Johnny Lane, and then Zach Weber was there too. So if that had been kept in play, could have got rewarded. And there we go. Kingston Matua.
Wow.
He's in for his first try tonight.
See the way Jackson took that off the back? Then he was out of there in no time.
So in respect of our military, we wanted to highlight those important facts for you all tonight. I hope you were impressed as much as we were.
So some of these seniors from West Point in a couple of months are off to Ranger training. Some are off to flight training. Some are off into the infantry. You know, they're
about to do their 5-year service, aren't they?
Yeah. After your sophomore year, after your second year, that's when you commit. You're either in or out. If you stay, you're in. You can still transfer out after your sophomore year without the commitment.
So this will be about a 35-yarder on the angle. And looks like the radar's not working for Kelvin as he would have liked.
Well, let's see. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 8 on conversions and no attempts at penalty goals.
Bannerol. He launches it short and shallow. And who? Okay. Going to set it up here, BYU. They got something going on here.
They'll come back to the forwards on the.
And they've coughed it. So Army's going to take advantage of this one. Bannerol wants to get his boys moving. Now number 19's come on, and I didn't get his name, so we'll have to track him down. Army's still got this. Just got to watch this one to see if they can get it free here, because at this point it's a maul. But the referee saying, hands off the neck, please. I can see you were trying to keep him up so that you get the ball from a maul when it finished unsuccessfully. But mind your P's and Q's with your arms around the neck. Don't do that. I think that was a good call, that one. So Army puts it down inside BYU's 22. In fact, almost to the 5 metre line. Well, that was a good kick.
You know, based on what we've seen Army do previously, I think this is a good chance for them to score again. They're going to consolidate this, keep it in the... Oh,
Whalen.
stolen.
Whalen throws it in.
I spoke too soon.
But Foster has managed to catch this one out the back. Now Jensen's finally got it on the side here. He keeps it in. That looks like Mendenhall. Now it comes out in the midfield. And Sam Merrill's got it. He's gone up to the 10 metre line.
Over.
Matua sends it out. There's room out here. Tua staying on his feet. Tua, anybody with him? He's made the yardage. Let's do the finish. And now what's happened to the referee? He might have been bumped around on the way up, but he's called a try.
He gave it to him. I couldn't tell when Tua went to the ground where the ball was. I couldn't tell if he put it between his legs. I couldn't see it on our side of the field.
Well, he wanted to keep it alive. He did his job though. He got the yardage.
He sure did.
And of course, BYU players, as BYU players, will always want to get up there and support like they did. And that resulted in a try.
Joseph Nichols. Okay, let's see the replay. I think Joseph Nichols was the first one on the tackle. So they're coming. Yeah, there's Joseph right behind him.
So Tuala'i
comes in, sets a ruck.
sets it just outside the 5 metre.
Oh, he did. Hatched the egg between the legs.
He
and
did.
Then
And
Matt Jensen picked it and went.
I'll tell you what, Matt Jensen's got good hands to dip down like that at what he was doing at pace and pick it up.
What is he, 6 foot? I think he's 6'6".
I mean, he's coming down from altitude at that pace and he doesn't drop the ball.
Yeah. When you're a pilot, when you just come down and hit it and go back up, what's that called? A touch and go?
Touch and go,
That's
mate.
a touch and go for
Well,
a
there you go.
6'6" guy.
Yeah, and he never coughed it. So
Snatched it right off the ground like a
hats off to
bird of prey.
Matt Jensen.
All the guys are smiling now.
Look, they're having a good yarn out there, aren't they?
What are we at, 57-10?
Oh.
You're not going to see these guys stop. The Army guys are going to go and go and go.
And you know what? I don't see any discouragement in the Army either.
Oh, no.
They,
no. This is nothing.
They
go
are
through stuff.
admirable just to watch these young men. I can't tell you how impressed I am with these young men. Bannerol. Now, this is not quite what he wanted. And because it didn't go to 10, it will be coming back for a scrum at halfway line.
At West Point there, they have 2 semesters of school where the emphasis is on academics, and then all summer long during the 3 or 4 months of summer, the emphasis is on military training. They end up with about 20 days or 21 days off during the summer. Other than that, they're on the scene, taking care of business and learning how to defend all of us.
And in the meantime, while Army's doing their thing, you got some fine young men here at BYU too, Justin, that are doing their thing.
Absolutely.
Most of these gentlemen have served missions, 2-year missions.
Yeah, they've been out into the world.
They
and
have grown up in those 2 years too, haven't they?
Yeah, they come back with a little more mature outlook on life and a little better focus to what they're up to.
Well, that's a good one. Is that that's number 6?
Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson Kucker. So he's slotted in the 8 position. Purcell looks at it, but it goes past him. Schofield picks it up and cleans it. It's there, but it's still being dragged through. Matua sends it out. And Whiting. Out to Merrill. Merrill, now who's this?
Oh, I missed them all.
This has gone out. There was a little bit of space there a second ago. Now Hewen's got it. Hewen's kept it. Army is now moving back towards BYU. Okay, so there's a knock on there, and we'll go back for a scrum to Army. Number 4, that's Sean Berry. He's played a good game tonight, Sean Berry. Talk about mobile, all right. These both forward packs are mobile.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks like Army's brought on number 20. We don't have names for some of the substitutes. We'll see if we can get that. Are they bringing them on to the center? Fullback.
Is it the fullback?
Yeah, they brought the fullback off.
Okay. Bannerall sets it in. Good passing. Nice passing. That's Raby.
They're on the scene for the ruck, as always.
Takes the tackle, sets it for his forward pack. Forward pack wants to set it up in the middle of the field. Bannerall's there. Oh!
Little soon.
Yeah. Now, that was marginal, of course, but BYU's been tagged for being offside. Forster might have taken that slap on the hand. It was close.
Yeah, they were. Here's the replay. They were really
It's
quick on the
close. It was-
recycle.
yeah,
Oh, he wasn't offside.
He wasn't even offside.
No.
Maybe.
No, never.
No. What I'm saying is maybe maybe he saw something we didn't. But I tell you what, that didn't look like he was offside. Did it, Justin?
Well, we had the benefit of watching it twice too.
Well, let's see. Referee's a Kiwi. Hooker is a South African.
Oh, there you go. Conspiracy. That's payback.
Oh, no, we love each other, mate. Let me tell you, we're best of mates. Kiwis and South Africans, we do.
Well, you know what the referee sees when he sees one guy come up quick and
Yeah.
not the rest are coming, then
Yeah.
oftentimes he
Yeah.
just assumes.
Oftentimes
Oh, look
that
at
can
Weber
happen.
come.
Look at Weber. I tell you what, he's a good second 5'8", that young man.
Former high school All-American and USA under 20 team member, maybe under 18.
And Matua wants to give it a go. Now, I hear a lot of people saying Army wasn't back 10 metres on that quick tap. So the referee's got his arm out for an advantage to BYU. Oh.
He just runs straight
Yeah.
lines. He just runs
Matthew
straight
Jensen.
lines.
Matthew Jensen.
Oh!
Matthew Jensen.
In for the landing. His support, I don't know, he doesn't have a lot of rugby under his belt, but they have taught him where to run and when to run and how to run. And it's, support lines right on the hip and run straight lines, and that's what he does, and that's how he scores tries.
Well, I've got to give a call out to my Aussie mates. Go, you good thing.
Oh, that's Matt's first try of the night.
No, second one.
Oh, did he have another?
Yep, that's his number 2. I do believe.
Maybe I missed his first one. Come on, Calvin.
Now, running time is 66 minutes, so we've got about 13 minutes to go. And BYU goes to 64. Army 10.
Got a minute on.
Jackson Kaka. Okay, kick off. Taken by Jensen. Motu sends it out. Sends it out again. Nichols wants to have a go here. He saw something. Now we're over the halfway line. Tua sends it back in.
Oh, Steve Sy has gotten on the field. Backup prop, number 17.
So Jackson Kaka, he wants to give it a go here. And that's Sam Merrill. Still moving, BYU. That Purcell, big Purcell. Nick Purcell still going. He rumbles 8 metres inside Army's 22, but an attempt to kick by Nichols has been blocked. However, they keep possession, BYU.
Take it up.
Nye.
Nice
Logan Nye
clear.
drives it forward. Setting it again.
They're getting pretty specific instruction from Coach Tarafiti on what to do. It looks like they're going to consolidate here with the forwards and just pick and jam, pick and jam.
Now, for those of you that are watching this and saying to yourselves, why are they doing that? Well, the whole objective in rugby is to create space somewhere. So what these forwards are doing is collapsing the defensive line across field to come watch them, creating space out wide. So,
Yeah, every time BYU breaks that gain line and it takes a couple of Army guys to tackle him, then it creates an extra overlap outside.
BYU's lost it here.
Oh,
Army's going to
counterattack.
move it downfield. Is this still in? It is. Now, Army's replacement. That's a good ball here. Now, referee's got his arm up. And it looks like a penalty advantage here. No, not enough advantage. Do you see what the call was on that one, Justin?
No, I missed it. Looks like, oh, thought Jackson might have been down for a minute. We'd need a Becky Bailey out here on the field to help us get everybody
tackle
sorted
over
out.
here.
Now, I've never seen that before, so what am I talking about? Those goggles. Never seen that on a rugby pitch before. But if you have to have them, you have to have them.
That's the Kurt Rambis of rugby. Right
Is that
there.
what it is?
That's the Kurt Rambis of rugby.
I've seen them, but I haven't seen them on a pitch, so. I didn't
Hold it, hold
know
it.
if they were legal yet, so. Right,
Alex
Bit of a-
Forster is
bit of a question. Oh, Foster is leaving the
He's
field,
coming
so
off,
that's
yeah.
why the referees held this one up. So Alex Foster's coming off for BYU.
nice game, 2 tries.
Over.
Yeah, he'll be bragging about that for a few weeks, won't he? And you watch when he tells his grandkids, there'll be 5. He scored 5 tries in one game.
Well, if you're a hooker scoring tries, it's because you work hard. It's not because you're wide open in the open field.
Yeah,
You're
for sure.
just working
For
hard.
sure, you work for it. Okay, BYU's moving here. A bit of a goose step there. Purcell. Is that Nye? Nye's got the wheels. Oh, look at that pass from Nye. Is that Johnny Lane?
That's Matt Jensen.
Oh, it's Matt Jensen. That's right. Now, who's 22? Is that No, that's not Sam.
No, it's
Merrill?
not Steve Saya either. I don't know. We've got, I think he came on at hooker.
So for those replacements, we apologise, but we're not getting help yet. Oh, shame. Shame. He's dropped it.
He doesn't want us to announce his name after that knock on. We'll just. Number 22 is James Griffin.
Oh, you gave him away, Justin. You gave him away.
Welcome to the game. Welcome to the game, James. Hold on to
James.
the ball, son.
Good luck, mate.
Is this Matt Jensen that's down?
Hey, can you move that bus off him? Can you pull that bus back off him?
Hey, sometimes the young guys, you know, you
Well,
gotta give them a hard time.
It was just there, and I don't know if his view was obstructed or what. But
No, he was excited.
that's what it was, eh?
He was excited.
Ooh, Matt Jensen's taking a bit of a
Looks
bruiser
like
here.
he took a knock to the
He's breathing
head,
deep.
huh?
He's
Trying to-
breathing. Yeah, he's breathing.
trying to
breathing.
shake the cobwebs out.
He's breathing deep. Okay, what happened here?
He's I don't even see him on the field. It must have
No.
been from his previous run. Remember, he took the long run.
Yeah.
Must have been on the tackle.
Just on that snippet there, I think his view was blocked a bit.
Hey, whatever happened to smelling salts? Remember when we were kids, they'd bring the smelling salts out and it
That in football stick 'em.
yeah. We need to bring some of that stuff back.
Yeah,
Out the
I've
side.
tried that a couple of times. It wakes you up all right.
Okay, let's see if we can see the injury on this replay. Took a
Right,
long
so
run.
there's Matthew Jensen. Okay, so he went backwards. Yeah, it could have been a hip shot, eh?
It was hard to tell what
Yeah,
happened. You
he's-
wouldn't have thought it was anything.
Well, he landed rotating backwards. That'll
Okay.
catch you off guard, all right.
Yeah. Looks like he's okay, though. Thank goodness.
Army feeds. Tell you what, these scrums have been pretty good tonight. Both teams.
Oh, he's going sideways. Josh Anderson.
Now, not exactly how
That is a little bit of indecision, you know?
they wanted that to end up.
Yeah, he's got to take that up to his forwards or kick it over the top of him. Yeah, I'm telling you, the smelling salts is where it's at. We need to bring those babies back.
Yeah, that'll bring you back to
yeah.
life in a hurry.
I'm just going to start taking them to work, too, when I start, the after lunch thing, when you're tired and you're feeling.
Yeah, that 2 o'clock hour of the day,
Yeah.
between 2 and 3.
Crack one of those babies open, sniff it up, and I'm on my way.
Back in action.
Yeah.
Bannerol feeds. Comes out the back. Bash Knight feeds
Well, they've
off
got a
again.
chance they had some men outside.
Still moving forward here. Support's there with him too. But the defense is there as well. Oh, there's some hitting out there right now. You hear grunts and groans.
The BYU guys are realigning really well on defense, so there's not a lot of places for these Army guys to go. I mean, BYU just lines up and it moves up.
Nice passing, nice passing. Oh.
Calvin Whiting, that's a big tackle, took him right out of bounds.
Stood up high, grabbed him.
So one thing Coach Tarfiti was telling me before the game was he wanted to see how in the final 10, maybe 15 minutes of the game, his set piece held up. Last week, even though it was a nice victory, the set piece came a little bit unraveled towards the end, whether it's because of the substitutions or maybe the fatigue.
Yep, totally understand that.
Yeah.
You want to see it finished right through no matter who's on the field.
That's exactly what he wants to see.
Okay, ball's down, nobody wants it. So Joseph Nichols comes up there and plays halfback. Right. Some of the boys are a bit tired out there right now.
The other thing he was talking about was playing on their feet, looking for offloads in tackles. And I'll tell you what, they've done that in spades.
Yeah,
they have stayed on their feet. They have made the offload. And a couple times it's been knocked on, but they're given the effort, which is what Coach was asking for.
Yeah, going to ground isn't an automatic thing. A lot of people think so, but that's not the case. You want to stay up, and if you can get the pass off, because you can pass better when you're standing than when you're on the ground usually. So, and of course, another thing there, when you get your support player, if you don't have them there immediately, and you go to ground, you're going to lose it because you've got to give it up. Line out. BYU taking it well. Nichols passes it out. Is this Weber?
Schofield.
Oh,
from
Schofield's coming
wing.
from the blindside wing.
Oh, hey.
Nobody there.
No one's on the scene. There's Jackson. Look at this.
Is that Jackson Kaka? It is. It's Jackson Kaka. Oh, he's looking
There's
at
the
support.
offload.
That's Weber. Zach Weber's right there behind him. Nichols sends it out. Is there room here? No, got shut down.
Yeah.
Matua. And that's a decent tackle. Gang tackle, 2-on-1.
I'll see if they can get a leader to consolidate these guys and get the forwards to just bash it up a little bit.
Purcell takes it. Nichols sends it out. Oh. Tua couldn't hold that. And this is coming back BYU's way.
Josh will win that race.
Yeah. He's got to have a 12-foot stride, that guy. I've heard a 9-feet stride. This is
it's 4 cubits.
Goodness gracious.
On now, you're on.
Army coming back. It's aerial ping pong at this point. Bannerol. Oh, and they've lost it forward. They had the ball, just couldn't maintain quality possession. Right, we've got 3 minutes to go, folks, and the score is 64-10. Tell you what, Justin, I'm thankful there's no breeze tonight because it's a bit chilly now.
Yeah. I'd say both coaching staffs ought to be proud of the way their guys played.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. Oh, nice passing, nice passing. Joshua Anderson,
stayed in.
He's kept this one in.
Nice.
Tua, he's in there in support.
Hold it.
Drives up the middle.
Straight up. Here comes another pod straight up.
Matua to Purcell.
There you go.
Purcell wants to lumber down the field. Look at that, he passes from the ground. Who's this? Is this Jacobs?
Joseph Nichols.
Oh, it's Nichols.
Oh, let Kevin Schofield get one.
Can you believe it? Schofield actually scores a try tonight.
Was that his first?
I think that's his first.
Kevin, where you been, my friend? Yeah, that's his first.
Kevin Schofield goes in. He must have been wondering, what have I done this week? Well, good on you, Kevin Schofield, for support. That was a nice pass to him.
Wow, if we could get a replay teed up on that, that was a fun one.
Nichols, you deserve a clap on that one. That was
Here
a
we
good
go.
feed there.
From Matua. Oh, Nichols just beats
There's
3
Nichols.
guys.
And look at this.
Draws
timing,
the last man.
Look at that. That's just superb, eh?
Is that the way they teach it?
That's the way you do it, man.
Draw
You
the man
take
and
it
send
right
your
at
buddy
him.
in.
Yeah, right at him and then give him. So the defender has no chance of coming off the passer onto the runner. That would be a training reel.
I think we've got a wave going on in the...
Was there a wave up there?
What are we doing here? I need to pay more attention to the stands, obviously. I've got my eye on the game. We've got shenanigans in the stands.
There are some characters over there.
Yeah.
Whiting.
Oh, he got it.
I think he's got this one.
There you go, Cal.
And that's successful for Whiting.
Well, last minute of the game. Have you seen a single one of these guys slow down yet tonight?
No, not Army.
On
boys.
either side? Especially not the Army guys.
Not those guys. What they lack in experience, they've made up for with their coaching staff. Matt Sherman. Matt Sherman's played on the Eagles, played on the US Sevens. Quality guy, quality coach, Matt Sherman and his coaching staff. Hats off to him. And of course, Army's had some great players over the years. They've currently got, I think, 7 of their players on the East Coast select side.
About 5 or 6 years ago, we got Byron Falau went to Army for 2 years and then went and served an LDS mission, then transferred to BYU afterward.
Oh, is that what he did?
Yeah, he came and played for us.
And then he got a taste of West Point.
He did. He spent and his brother was there. They played together on the Army team. In fact, we played against them in the playoffs in Colorado Springs in 2005.
Good game.
Or 6. It was a good game.
So the hoot is gone,
Yeah,
but we're going to
time.
have a scrum here.
Tupu. Toops. Falau.
Okay.
Kick it out.
And Joseph Nichols says that's enough. And full time here at Southfield on the campus of Brigham Young University. BYU 71, Army 10. We'd like to thank you for visiting with us tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. It's been a pleasure having Army come into the Provo and meet up with BYU Cougars. So for me, Mark Ormsby, I'm going to pass it off to Justin Nadol.
Yeah, we hope the families in Fiji and New Zealand and around the world have enjoyed the broadcast, and all those supporting the Army players have enjoyed it as well. And looks like we're going to have a highlight reel to end the evening with. As soon as they get that teed up, we'll finish off with highlights from the game. 71-10, that's probably a bigger margin than I anticipated.
Yeah, I would have thought it would be closer, but hats off to Coach Smith, David Smith, and hats off to Coach Wayne Torrefetti and the rest of the BYU coaching staff.
They had a good game plan.
And also to the Army coaching staff for tonight's game.
Hey, that's back when the sun was still out.
Zach Weber early in the game wants to go. Sees the line, pins his ears back, and goes. Here's Bannerol. He's got 6 or 7 guys in front of him. He takes the line of least resistance and goes in for the try.
Was that Weber's first?
That's Weber's first.
Yeah, from the opposite angle. Great camera work. Who's on these cameras? This is amazing. Here comes Mendenhall. Look at him.
Mendenhall, mate. He's running like a blinking winger. Matua feeds. Kula. Oh, that's a good head, eh? Drive up. What I liked about that, he did it with a lead leg too.
Reminds you of being at home, doesn't it?
Yeah, what a lot of guys don't realise is if you lead with a lead leg as you're using your shoulder, That puts a lot more power into it.
That was that nice grubber, and
Whiting.
Calvin chased it down, put the pressure on it.
It was good timing too for the press.
And how about that touch judge being right on the scene to give the call?
That was good.
Good for you, referee. This might be the most fun I've ever seen Mendenhall have.
Yeah, he's come out of his reserved shell.
That guy is a character.
Well, look at the boots.
Yeah.
I mean, look at his boots, mate. Now, come on. He keeps a low profile, but body language says a lot. Red boots, that tells you a lot. Well, our next game, Justin, you can let us know about our next game.
Okay, next home game is a Tuesday evening, March 29th against San Diego State Aztecs. Tune in. We'll be here. I'll be here. Will you be here, Mark?
I'm going to be here.
Okay, March 29th, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock at San Diego State.
Well, BYU 71, Army 10. So it's good night from me, and it's good night for all of us. So thank you very much for attending, and we'll see you at the next game.